What is up, y'all? Spencer K here, and I am back for another episode of Nuclear Hearts, episode 23. No, 33. What am I thinking? Holy cow, we're 10 episodes in the future. Not really, episode 33. We are back. We explored a ton last episode. If you were not with us, we went up north, and we went very far up north. We went this way. Actually, we teleported. We teleported to this village right here, got hit with the sandstorm, explored all of this up into here, but where the magic really started happening is once we got through the snow biome. We explored all of the, I mean, look at this. We were busy. We found a mesa, found some more deserts. We found a ton. I highly recommend going back, watching that episode if you have not seen it. Here's the remnants of our little blood moon farm, that little thing we tested out. It's actually not a bad concept. You just need to put a lot more design into it, maybe a little automate it a little bit, like maybe with some spikes or something. It doesn't really do anything for spiders, which is kind of a big problem too. And then obviously you can see the creepers are going absolutely bananas. Uh, we're not worrying about that this episode. What we are doing this episode is going to be a lot of farming. Why is it laggy right now? What is going on? I don't think that's going to help. I turned the waypoints off. Yeah, it's still a little bit laggy. What we're going to do is we're going to start focusing on farming. We're going to start working on mass farming, mass auto mining, mass everything. Our goal in the future is going to be to automate some stuff to get some material. It's just going to help us in the long run. First things first, we're going to do something that's not super exciting, and I'm mostly going to do off camera, but I will explain what I'm doing. And I'm going to create one of each type of tree possible from the Pam's Harvest Craft mod and just slowly start stockpiling fruit or vegetables, nuts, whatever the tree grows. And so when we want to build that farm, we already have a lot of the fruit. We don't have to go and explore and collect a bunch. It'll just make the future process way easier. For example, I'll make an apricot tree, and over the next, I don't know, real life month or two, I'll just slowly harvest it. That way, when we're like, hey, we want to build an apricot farm, I already have a couple stacks of apricots, easy peasy to craft all the saplings, and we just get moving really, really quickly. If we don't do that, what ends up happening is we get one banana tree. You have to wait for it to grow enough bananas, get a second banana tree, third, fourth, and it just takes hours and hours and hours and hours to actually get the banana farm up and running. Once you get a bunch of trees and it's up and running, it's very self-sufficient. It's really, really easy to get a ton of bananas, but it just takes a while to get going. And I don't want to do that for every single fruit and vegetable and nut, whatever you want to call it, spice in the game. I want to get a good stockpile and then go create the farms. So that's exactly what we're going to do. It's going to be kind of a passive, I guess, passive project. We're going to set it up now, but over the next several episodes, in between episodes, when I'm doing something and sorting my inventory, I'll come over and harvest all the fruit trees real quick. We're just going to put the chest down right here. And first things first, let's get rid of these trees. They have served their purpose. Okay, I didn't want to mind that for some reason. They have served their purpose. We've, oh gosh, harvested these a ton. Essentially, what I'm trying to do is what I did with these trees right here. These trees have been here for a very long time. I've kind of just come through when I remember and mine them down, replant them, and I have a stockpile of this congealed, I don't know how to pronounce that, slime block. And so now I'll never really have to worry about it, at least for a long time. That is what we were going to do to the fruit. And man, my hunger took an absolute hit there. There we go. We mined those trees. Also mined a couple of those small bush-like trees as well. Just trying to create some space for me for this project. The easiest way we're going to be able to do this is load this up. I already typed sapling. This is another project I may tackle today. I'll get there in a minute. But I'm just going to go item by item. I could not find dates, so we'll skip it. I could not find papayas, so those must be two fruits. I don't know if you consider date a fruit or a vegetable. Whatever. Those are two items I do not have. I do have cherries. So what I am going to do is let me just open the chest. Yeah, there we go. That's much simpler to do. And then we'll put a cherry as the number 3. And then just continue going down. That way I know the order. And it's like, hey, I'm missing the first 2 that pop up when you type sapling. And it's just going to make organization a hell of a lot easier for me. Alrighty, I have planted what I found. I'm going to double check here real quick. Then I've also sorted in here. So any space you see, I'm missing the last 2. I think I have, nope, I'm missing the last 3. I have tamarind, and there's 3 more after it. So tamarind, 1, 2, 3. Essentially, there's only 7 slots that should not be filled as of right now. Every other open spot is a fruit or vegetable, nut, some sort of produce that I am missing. Pineapples don't grow on trees. I forgot that. I don't know why I grabbed pineapple. I guess I thought they grew on trees. They don't. I remember that now. It's like a giant bush. It's weird. I'm not here to judge. I just didn't mean to grab them. essentially. But I'm going to double check everything in here, make sure I didn't miss anything. Alrighty, I'm going to be honest with you. I have confused the absolute shit out of myself. It has not really been working the way I want to. I did find two more things that grow on saplings or grow on trees that I did not have in my inventory. So I'm going to take care of those real quick. So we are in winter. We're almost in the middle of winter. Now, the weird thing is trees still grow and the crops on trees still grow. Look at that. We already have a banana. Most of the trees have popped up so far. I'm going to move that one. That one's kind of surrounded, isn't he? Yeah, we'll go ahead and move him to, I don't know what, right here's a good spot. But yeah, the trees should be popping up. And like I said, this isn't the whole goal of the episode. This is just something I can do kind of passive in between episodes, before, after, something like that. Our goal is to just slowly stockpile this chest with fruit. So when we want to start a farm for the respective produce, whatever you want to call it, it's all right here. Actually, now that I think about it, I have maple and I think cinnamon and paper, actually. So I might be able to knock these last three out too. Alrighty, I am back and we added paper and maple syrup. Could not find the cinnamon, but I'd say we have about half of the produce that grows on trees. We're not doing too bad. I wasn't going to do this, but I have some free time tonight, so I think I'm going to go and see if we can't find some of these other, I don't know, plants we're missing, or I guess produce, I keep calling it, because it's just everything. Fruit, vegetables, nuts. It's not like just fruit, technically. I don't know. If you want to get into the, I mean, like string. Like string's not even edible. Same with paper. But I don't. I would like to fill in some of these holes we're missing, some of the items we do not have. Go find it. I don't think it'd be too hard. And then also, just while we're out and about, if we can just find new stuff, maybe for crops too. I'm going to do this with crops that grow in the ground too at some point. There's just a whole lot more of those. I'm starting with the saplings. Now the problem is I don't know exactly what I'm missing, so I think I need to go get a book and quill and we just write down what I'm missing. Alrighty, I think we got the book done. Everything in this book is what we are missing, so when we go on our little adventure, we can just double check to see if it's one of the fruits or veggies, whatever they're called, that we are looking for, and we'll be able to, reference that. Thankfully, I did a lap here. We got a couple more fruits and veggies just from that loop right there. It is almost, I guess it's about midday, so I can go on an adventure. I just know for a fact that if I leave, it's going to be a blood moon. If I stay here, it won't be, so that's just how the cookie crumbles. But I'm trying to think, where do we want to go? Maybe we should open the map, in order to decide this. Where do we want to go in order to look for fruit? I think first things first, we should look around us. Just do a lap around our house since we're here so often. See if there's anything growing in the trees here that we may not have or be low on. Like right here, we got these trees right here we could easily harvest. I think that's breadfruit. Nope, but they're pawpaws. They kind of look the same, to be honest with you, but we'll go ahead and harvest those. Those are not on our list. We don't need those. It's not one of the items in the book, but it is stocking up on it, so we won't have to rely on the single tree as much, which is nice. That is nice. But as we do a lap here, this way we can stay close to home for when inevitably the blood moon hits. And I was thinking there's a lot of maple in this forest behind me. I remember there was maple, so maybe we can get some more of that. My God, why are there so many zombie horses? God, there's another one, dude. That's insane. All right, we found some of the maple, and yeah, it is actually ready to harvest. I wasn't sure if that was ready or not. Whoops, it looks like it went out the backside there. Cool. I'm going to put it up top, actually, just so we know. And yeah, we got a couple more trees. Yeah, we'll stock up on all this maple, man. This is awesome. And this is to our benefit, too. Like the maple tree we planted, we could just get rid of it at some point if we get enough maple. We don't have to keep it there forever. Wow, they're all ready. And there's so many zombie horses in this forest. That's crazy. Another zombie horse? You got to be kidding me, dude. All right, I've killed about 7 zombie horses. There's another one there. This is officially zombie horse forest. I don't know what it is about spruce trees. Maybe it's because I'm here so much, and then the zombie dies and the horse, doesn't. I don't really know why there's so many of them, but yeah, there's at least, or was, I guess is the correct term, was at least 10 zombie horses in this one forest, which is crazy. I am all for keeping one at some point. I don't really need it right now. Oh, that is the worst place for that to drop. That sucks. That is terrible. All right, we actually got really lucky, and there was no blood moon. See, I had to jinx it. If I stayed near my house, I knew I would jinx it. Doesn't matter. Whenever I do end up leaving, the first night will be a blood moon. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Oh, more good news. I went through that entire spruce forest and we got over 20 maple in just that one run. 28 maple in just that one run. So the maple tree is hot. I mean, we don't even really need to plant that one, to be honest. I guess I could have just skipped that tree over here because, yeah, if we just go through that forest occasionally, look at that. We already got half a stack damn near. I have a little bit inside as well. I do want to stock up and keep some in my base as well. That's not going to be my base forever. I want to make like a bakery or something, and I want to be able to stock my bakery. But point aside, we are doing a-okay with maple. Paper, I'm not worried about. String, I'm not worried about. I just put those there as a placeholder because we're going to be able to get string and paper in so many other more efficient ways than on a tree. But without further ado, I think we are going to boogie all the way back to our first village. I think that's going to be the play. And we're going to walk there, I think. I don't do that too often. We're going to try to walk to our first village. We'll bounce, if you would. We'll bounce over to our first village and just kind of check the trees along the way. Another reason I'm doing this is I really wanted to check around the woodland mansion. I remember there were some fruit trees there, but for the life of me, I couldn't tell you what type of fruit trees. You know what? This was a complete waste of time. I definitely thought there were fruit trees here. I am not seeing any. I'm probably thinking of the Kiwi villages. That's okay. We'll just teleport to our first village. That was kind of my plan B if there's nothing there. That we'll just do that. I did see a couple of fruit trees on the way to there, but since I'm never in the middle of the forest, they weren't grown. They were just sitting there, not ready to harvest. I'm not going to sit in the forest and wait for them to harvest. If you understand what I'm saying here. Wow, they got some nomads on the way here. This village is dead, so I'm not really worried about that at this point in time. But I was going to do a lap around this village. You can see there's some plums. Looks to be plums up there. I'm not entirely sure. I shouldn't assume. Yep, I definitely think these are plums. They sure are. I think we already have plums. They're not on my hit list either. But hey, any fruit we can get will help the cause. Oh my gosh, I almost ate it. I got to be more careful. Nutmeg is absolutely on the list. I'm almost positive here it's on our list. Let's check page 2 if I can click the right button. Nutmeg. Wow, the second to last option in there too. That's kind of funny. But cool. We found a nutmeg tree. We got some nutmeg. And we got 3. That is enough for a sapling. Now, it's not enough for me to be able to mark it. I would like one more if able. We do have cherries already, but hey, once again, the more the merrier. And I'm just going to do a lap around the village, and I'm going to stop talking, and I'll just come back when I'm done. Alrighty, I am back. I'm a little ways from the village, but we have gotten 5 new fruits and veggies. I am waiting because I am next to 2 gooseberry trees, and I really, really, really need 3 to get my own gooseberry plant, tree. I don't know what you want to call it, but once I get 2 more, I'm going to boogie. I just did not see any around the village, but we got a ton of fruit. All this fruit in the top of my backpack here is from around the village, which is absolutely insane. I've also been surviving off of these berries, which are awesome. I love eating these when I'm traveling. They are plentiful where I am at. I might be able to just bone meal this, and then that'll be that, but I actually do not know. That's another gooseberry tree right there, I think. So I think there's technically 3 near me. I think, where's the other one? Yeah, the other one's right here. So if any one of these 3 can produce another gooseberry, or 2, technically I need 2, that would be perfect. I already have pears. I think I'm going to have to go somewhere else to look for coconuts and a few of the other ones, but that is okay. Nice! The second it turned day, that one finished. That is awesome. I'm going to give it just an extra minute. 4 is the magic number. I didn't say that yet, but 4. If I can get 4 starting out, 1, 2, 3. 3 is the minimum. 4 is ideal. That way I know I have it and it's on a sapling. But yeah, if I can get 1 more, that would be absolutely perfect. If I can't, I'm not going to let it destroy my day. I'm not going to sit here for the next hour and a half. Look at the berries, man. That's awesome. I love these berries so much. They're so quick. We're going to move on. We got the minimum of 3. Like I said, 3 is the minimum. 4 is ideal. We have our second home, the second village, the other village that the Masked Man spawned in. That is what is up ahead. I'm going to check all the trees around here as well. Slightly different biome up there too, so maybe that'll help us get a couple new items as well. Because I feel like that forest is mostly the same couple of foods that I've already gotten. So we need coconut. We need a few others like that. I mean, there's quite a few things we need still, but try to switch it up. Different biome. Alrighty, joke's on me, because we got good news and we got bad news. Good news is there were more trees. The bad news is it's the same couple of plants or trees we've already been finding, so nothing new, nothing spectacular. I'm actually going to mine a couple of these redwood saplings now that I think about it. I don't know if I have any at my new place, so we will snag some of those, because we don't really live here anymore. it kind of sucks I'm here in the winter too, because I'm sure these farmers would just absolutely be thrilled to farm for the first time ever. I think I built that and the Masked Man spawned before they could really even get a chance. Those are completed gooseberries up there. Wait a minute, now that is a play. I saw these, I don't know, web trees or string trees or whatever you want to call them, but yeah, that is worth it. We are going to snag those. See, this is why I feel like a jackass now, because I sat there waiting for some of the gooseberries to grow when I could have just, continued on and, just gotten these. But, on the flip side, if I would not have waited, there would be no such thing as gooseberry trees in this world. They would just be extinct for whatever reason. So you kind of have to play a little cautious, but we are good. We have more gooseberries than we wanted. Yep, what are we at now? 8 of them. Yeah, we only wanted 4, so we got double our goal. That is awesome. Now we're just strictly finding or trying to find new stuff. That's a squirrel. Where did he go? Yeah, look at the little squirrel. That's so cute. All right, I have officially circled both of these villages here. We spent a lot of time at both of these villages. That is why I came here. And we got some new fruit, but it looks like it is all tapped out. There's definitely no new stuff either. It's just kind of the same couple of trees. So what we're going to do is try to find my waystone that I left here. And it was around here. I remember it. There it is. It's actually still in its thing. We're going to teleport somewhere else. Before I do that, let me take a look. This might be risky, but we're going to go to spawn. I have a feeling that spawn, since it's really tropical, jungle, swamp, whatever you want to call it, even though we haven't been here a whole lot, I'm kind of banking on there being something new. Maybe like a coconut or something. Alrighty, got some bad news. Spawn, obviously, since I haven't been here a whole lot, nothing has grown. But also, even worse, it's all the same stuff that I've already been getting. So we're going to have to try to switch it up. I don't know if I have to go to a desert or if I'm just thinking maybe I've been in the tropical stuff, the swampy stuff, and now I got to go like a little bit drier or something. I'm not entirely sure. I was mainly making sure it wasn't going to be a blood moon before I teleported somewhere else. Once again, we're going to go back to the map. I think we are going to have to go... I think we're going to try the Snow Mountain Village. I just have a feeling, this is a similar biome to where my house is or where I currently live. But if I go out to the deserts that are nearby, I think in this direction, maybe those trees will help me out a little bit more. We will have to see. I'm pretty confident that tamarind specifically is more like a deserty type plant anyway. So I'm kind of thinking, that's where I need to go for that one. Coconuts is like a beach, which, to be fair, there is a beach over here. There are a lot of beaches in this northern part of the world. So maybe we could be on the right track. Let's see. Pears, yeah. Those are still kind of the same plants. Just looking at all the trees here on the border, and they all kind of look like we've gotten those. Oh, yep, I saw that last second. I saw it last second. Nothing I could have done. I was jumping into it like a madman. Now, the problem is, once again, it's a desert, which means that trees and plants don't really like to grow here. So I don't know if we're going to have any luck at all in this direction. We may be a little. Maybe we bounce down there. Maybe there's something down here, Okay, starfruit. Is that one of the ones I need, though? Starfruit. Oh, look at that. So we did find something I need. However, none of these are going to be fully grown, so it may be a little bit. Papaya, that's on the list as well. Okay. Okay, yeah, so we have several new trees here. Guava, that's on the list, if I remember correctly as well. So, yep, walnut, or no. What are these? Cashew. Yeah, cashews are on the list. Cool. So we found the right biome. It's supposed to be a savanna. We needed to come to a savanna. Yep, that's new too. All these are new. That's new. That might be new. I'm not sure about that one, to be honest. But all right, cool. Are those coconuts right there? Those are coconuts. I'm almost certain those are coconuts. So we almost need to find something to do right here and let all these trees grow. Yep, that is a coconut right there. Jackfruit on it. Nope, jackfruit is not on the list, but that is A-okay. We need to sit right about here and just find something to do. And I'm not sure what that will be, but I guess I will be back when some of these trees are fully grown. Okay. I will leave. I will leave the game. You think I won't leave the game? I promise you, dude. Like, what is this whispering, dude? Why is this specific spot talking to me? There's mobs beneath me. Do I go down? This is like the point in the movie where like you're like, no, bitch, run, run, bitch, run. I should not be digging down. It's just a cave. Yeah, we're done. We're done. We're done with that shit. Nope. Nope. I'll mark it. I can't be bothered. That is spooky. I don't like that. Why? Why is it? Oh, dude, I want to see it though. Why is it talking to me? It's almost nighttime. Let me sleep the night away and then we'll go down because yeah, fucking if it's nighttime and something spooky happens, I'm leaving the game. Series is over. We're done. we're done. Like I'm not even joking. You can think I'm not being serious, man. This fucking spooky shit, something jumps out at me. I got a gun, but like, I mean it, man. Uh-oh. Are you the motherfucker talking to me, dude? Oh, are you is it the green guy? Which one of you motherfuckers talking to me, dude? It's not even funny. It's not even funny. Not even a little funny, dude. Is it you? Don't do that. Nope. It's obviously not him. Oh, it's that guy. I got a gun. I got a gun, you motherfucker. I missed. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't miss him. I didn't miss him, zombie. Did you see that shot? That was a great shot, man. Shout out to me. Come on, man. Come on. Do better. I don't even know what the fuck that is. It dropped niter. So it's a thermal mod. Don't do it. You made me mad. Oh my gosh. I've played one of the horror mod packs. Actually, I made my own horror mod pack before with a bunch of like horror mods and whatnot. And it's rough. It is rough. I actually plan on doing a series some point where I do horror mods and stuff. But like the game talking to me like that, ooh, no, not a fan. I'm glad to know what it was. I was like, it's got to be a mob, dude. It just wouldn't stop talking. Let's get out of here. I don't want to be down there anymore. Alrighty, guys, I am back. I don't know exactly where I'm going to cut it. I was here a couple days ago gathering all the material. I have gone ahead and sorted out, so now you can see there is only a couple of items I am missing now. I even updated the book here. This is it. We have, what's that, nine crops that we are missing off of these trees. So we'll just have to be on the lookout for these as we adventure in the future. I can't be bothered to go and track these down right now. I did craft trees or saplings, and then they grew into trees for all those new crops we discovered as well. They're all back here. You can see a coconut's even grown back here. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Had to harvest it. Those coconuts gave me a run for my money for a while. And then, like I said earlier, this is just going to be like a passive activity, just in between episodes or whatever. I'll come here, harvest all the trees, put them in this chest, and just slowly stock up. You can see we're doing pretty good in some items. You know, half a stack here, half a stack for plums and stuff, and, you know, maple syrup. Some of them are doing better than others. That's just how it goes. But that is okay. We are going to switch focus here. We're going to go ahead and put this up here. I'm going to keep this looting book on me as well. I want to add it to my sword. I just don't have enough levels yet. So, but without further ado, let's just hop right into it because this is going to be kind of a lengthy project here getting going. I think it is. Maybe not. Maybe it won't be as bad as I think. But we are going to start with the Immersive Engineering mod. Now, before I get into anything and start explaining how this mod works and all that good stuff, we need to start a farm. This is going to be huge. This industrial hemp, I can only imagine, is going to become a necessity very early on in this mod. So I just want to go ahead and get that going. Problem being, it's still kind of winter. I mean, it's right on the edge. It's right on the edge of spring. We're almost out of winter. This ice should start melting here soon. But it doesn't matter. We're going to have to go get slabs or something because, yeah, it's still ice for at least a little bit longer. I don't think I have no, I don't have slabs in my backpack there. But that's okay. We have plenty in here. I don't think I'm going to need nearly that many slabs, but we'll grab them anyway. Now I'm going to get rid of this gravel, and I'm going to knock back this dirt just a little bit here, and then we're going to put our hemp farm right here on the beach. Alrighty, there we go. We have planted a decent amount of hemp, 2 stacks. And if you've never played the immersive engineering mod, then you must be new to modded Minecraft, because I think that's been around forever and is pretty much in the Hall of Fame for modded Minecraft. But that's okay. We're gonna learn together. I've only played it a little bit as well. I'm not super experienced. Now, if you have played a lot of it, you would know how important I think hemp is early on. And then just to get it going while you start actually building all the furnaces and the knickknacks or tools you need is pretty important, because we're gonna get to a point where it's like you're gonna need stacks of hemp and you're gonna be like, well, crap, because you don't have a farm going. And by no means is that permanent. That is just here for now, just to get it going. I'm gonna build a better and larger hemp farm at some point, maybe even automate it. We'll see. And then yeah, this will be gone. But while that's growing, we're going to try to stay right here, and that's why I put it right there. I wanted to stay close to my workstation. My workstation's going to be right here. Another cool thing about hemp is it doesn't follow the seasons mod, so it'll grow all year long. You saw it was already growing, and it's still technically winter. So while all my other crops won't grow, hemp will. So that's nice. That's so we can start it here in the winter. That is wonderful. There's another way around it, but thankfully we don't have to go that route, because that route would be annoying. Now, what I need to do is I need to look up coke. Yep, that is right. Cocaine. No, I'm just kidding. We got to look up, yeah, coke brick, essentially. And what I need to do is craft this right here. So we need bricks, we need clay, and we need sandstone. Thankfully, I think we have all of that. So let's go ahead and see if we can get all of those materials. Oh, yeah, there's bricks in our auto smelter here. Wonderful. Alrighty, we are back. We got the materials. I also slept the night away. I forgot a crafting table, but luckily I mined a couple of trees, or the bush trees, the things that are on the ground. And so we could just use the wood from that. There we go. Let's go ahead and craft that. Whoopsies. Yeah, put that down like so. And then I already forgot the recipe, I think. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see if I can remember it here. I think this is what it was. Oh, god damn it. Is it one off? Oh, dude, I was so close. So close. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. But I grabbed a perfect amount of material there, and then that's going to be more than enough. We are good to go. So now, once you have your coke brick, and once again, I showed you how to craft it. If you want a tutorial, I recommend finding an actual tutorial. Don't use my video as a tutorial, because I don't know I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm probably going to confuse the shit out of you at some point. So yeah, I'm going to explain what I'm doing, but not as a tutorial. There we go. That'll make sense. But we have some extra coke brick, and the whole point of this is to make a furnace. Now, I made extra. A lot of people recommend building multiple of these just to get the furnaces going. You'll see what I'm about to do. It's just very time consuming, I guess, is kind of my problem. So yeah, we're just going to stick with one. I'll just wait. But yep, once you build a 3x3x3 coke block structure, you just get an engineer's hammer. Super simple to craft too, by the way. Here, I'll just look that up. I already have some from Rating Structures. Where... There it is. Yeah, right here. Super easy. 2 sticks, 2 iron, and then a piece of string. Super easy, super cheap. And then, once you've done that, you can open up your little furnace here. And then you put in a bunch of coal, and it's going to smelt it. It's going to just slowly turn it into, I think, actually coke is what it's called. And then you get this byproduct, which is what we need in order to craft treated wood, which is a huge, 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 huge crafting material going forward. I think a lot of the early game stuff or early immersive engineering stuff is going to require, I can't remember, it's some sort of liquid, but essentially, yeah, that's all we are waiting for. I'm going to let this cook for a while. We're letting that go for a while. I don't hear any thunder or lightning, so I'm going to assume this is just a rainstorm. But, yeah, nice little rainstorm. Actually, all the ice is melting. It is officially springtime. Yeah, look at that. It is a rainstorm, and the ice is melting. Beautiful. What a great episode. I don't know if it's just me or if I just don't pay attention, but it seems like the winters are the longest, and they kind of stink. They definitely throw up like a wrench in all of my plans, but I absolutely love the seasons mod. A lot of people hate it. I think it's because they just hate having to plan, for winter. Like, they know crops aren't going to grow and all that stuff, and it sucks. But it's kind of cool. It gives it that sense of realism, and I really do like that. And here you go, because this is going to explain it better than I ever can. 1 coal turns into 1 coke, and you get half a bucket of this creosote oil, and you need essentially 1,000 in order to get 1 bucket's worth. And 1 bucket will get you 8 treated planks. I'm going to show you, but essentially we have to wait a little bit longer to get that second coal. And then this is something we just have to keep going like at all times, I guess, because just have it going in the background and start stockpiling the coke and the creosote oil. Because yeah, this takes a long time. Just trying to plan ahead here. One of my goals is I need the engineer's workbench, and we're waiting on the treated wood planks. Obviously, we can get a crafting table in a wooden fence post while we're waiting. I think I've rated wooden fence posts or treated wooden fence posts. Actually, was it last episode even I did it? I think it was last episode even. So we just got to find where I put those. Yeah, there they are, all 6 of them. Don't have a whole lot of those, but that is A-okay. And here you go. We officially have 2 coal coke, and that is enough creosote oil to, there you go. I couldn't remember how to get the oil out of it, but that's enough to get 1 bucket's worth, and that's going to get us going in the right direction, and I can't believe this. Okay, I have extra stations, because I was like, I am actively using the other station. I need a second one. That's a smart idea anyway. I still need the wood, though, so yeah, I have to go inside. Alrighty, we got the wood. We are back, and now we have 8 treated planks, and that is perfect. That is going to get us going. I'm going to go ahead and craft 2 of these crafting tables just because I imagine I'm going to need another one at some point, and I don't want to go through this whole process again. So we're going to go ahead and snag that. But now we got our engineer's workbench, and we can officially kind of talk about what our goals are for this immersive engineering mod. I'm going to go ahead and slap that down right there. My goal with this mod is we are going to create, if I can find it again, yeah, right here, the garden cloche. Essentially what this is it's an automatic farm type of deal. You can put a seed in here, and it does work with Pam's Harvest Craft for all the crops, and it'll just automatically grow crops very, very, very quickly. And it's going to be an awesome way we can mass produce plants, really. It's going to be a little expensive. We got to get a power source. We got to do a lot of that stuff as well. But that is essentially the end goal. And for the time being, we're going to let this just kind of keep going, and I'm going to go gather some more material. Alrighty, we were able to get a couple more treated planks, and what we're going to do is we're just going to start crafting the garden cloche. I think that's how it's pronounced. That's going to be our first objective here. What we need to do is get these other materials. I think this is just normal glass. I think I can use normal glass. Yep, I sure can. So we'll go get some glass. And then I think we're going to focus on this iron mechanical component first, which is going to require copper and iron plates. Now, there is a beauty with the iron plates. We can use this hammer to craft them. Super duper simple. We just have to go get the material. Alrighty, we are back. We got the glass. We can go ahead and throw that up there. Now I just have to remember how to craft that other thing I was trying to do. I wanted this mechanical component. And in order to craft plates with this mod, you just throw them up in a crafting table and it'll automatically do it. Take some durability away from your hammer. Super duper simple. Super duper awesome. And there we go. We got our iron mechanical components. Don't I already have some of those? Oh, I already had enough. That's what I get for not checking my chest, man. We looted some buildings and we got some for free. That stinks. You know what? That just means we can make more of these down the road. You know what? We're probably going to need them here soon anyway, so either way, we're probably going to craft them. Alrighty, looks like we need more glass. We're going to need copper wire, redstone, and nickel plates. I don't know if I have nickel, to be honest with you. Let me go check. Oh, thank God. We do not have a lot of it, though. We only have 23 nickel ore. I didn't think we had any. Part of me was like, "Ooh, do I have any?" And I could only imagine no. And I was like, "Oh, that's gonna suck. That is really, really gonna suck." We already have some coal coke. Let me take that downstairs with us too. I don't know if that has coal dust. It doesn't say it does, but I want to run really, really fast once I officially pick it up. Alrighty. I don't know how many we want to craft. Maybe just 2. Can we start out with 2? First things first, we need that nickel plate, so let's smelt 2 nickel. Alrighty, we got our nickel ingots. Go ahead and craft those into plates. I already put the glass and the redstone in our little table here, so we just throw these 2 up here. And I think I'm going to need to craft a blueprint. Let's see how to craft the wire first. I think I just need a different tool here in order to craft the wire. And I do. I just need wire cutters. Okay, that's easy. Oh, but I do need plates, though, actually. So let's go ahead and do that. Grab those 2 plates. And then how do we craft wire cutters? I don't think those were too difficult either. 1 iron and 2 treated sticks. Oh, that's going to be easy. We already have a ton of treated sticks from all the raiding we've done. So yeah, that is going to be Easy peasy. Look at us go. We'll just keep those right there. Get our 2 wires. And I think we are good to go. We just need that blueprint now. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how to do that. That's actually not the hardest thing in the world. I can get steel from the HBM mod pretty easily. It's the lapis I think I'm low on. I don't know if I have blue dye. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have... I'll just have to use lapis, which is okay. But we'll get right into that. Alrighty, we got all of the material. We're going to go ahead and craft 5 of these bad boys just because I don't want to have to craft them every time I try to do a new recipe. So, there we go. Let's go ahead and put them in here. Now I think I have to turn it into something because this one right here says specialized projectiles. So now I gotta figure out what I want to do. Okay, see, remember how I said this isn't a tutorial? I did it wrong. I absolutely wasted all of that, but I'm sure I'll find a use for it in the future. These are different blueprints. I thought these are just like different ways to craft the blueprint, and then like the HBM mod, you can formulate the blueprint into what you want it to be. Not the case. This is for metal plates. This one's for crafting components, which is the one I want. So now I need 3 more dye, 3 more paper, 1 copper, 1 aluminum, and 1 iron. And we do have, I mean, I'm going to craft 2 of these, might as well. Now I just need the 2 aluminum, the blue dye, or lapis, and then the paper. Well, I sure feel silly, but luckily we have enough material we can do it again. Let me double check before I mess up again. Don't want to do it. It goes copper, aluminum, and then iron. Oh, I almost had it right there in my inventory. That would have been pretty cool. Now it should work. And it sure does. There we go. Uh-oh. Huh. Okay, that was weird. I don't know why I was doing that. It was kind of glitching out there. I just took it out and put it back in, and then it works. So cool. We got our 6 vacuum tubes. We only need 5, and bada bing, bada. Well, let me click it 5 times. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. We have 5 garden cloches. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or wrong, but I guess we'll figure that one out later, huh? And when the comments tell me I'm wrong, huh? So now that we have those 5 things, I'm going to go ahead and place them right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. I can get rid of that hemp seed. That's just from clearing out the seeds that were right there. We're not done. We have a ways to go. One, we have to power it. And I think the best way to power it is going to be the old uranium in ice method. I cannot remember exactly what the tool is called. Let me consult my information device. Alrighty, I might be right, I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. So what we are gonna do is just try it. If this is an epic failure, we can all laugh at me, and I will never live it down. But we're gonna give it a shot anyway. I'm gonna go and start smelting my uranium in my auto smelter here. The beauty about uranium is it's not radioactive from just smelting it. You actually have to do stuff to it, refine it and whatnot for it to get that radioactive effect. And also there's 2 different mods here. We got the HBM uranium and the immersive engineering uranium. I'm just going to combine them all. Might as well. Oh, it is radioactive. Oh. Well, okay. See, once again, don't listen to me. So I need to do this quick. We need to do this quick. Let's go ahead and grab that. Let's go ahead and get my decontaminator. I didn't think it was radioactive. That's very strange. As long as I don't let it stack up to be like a full stack, I'll be fine. If I just do it like in groups of 7 and whatnot, it won't hurt me too bad. Oh, it's the blocks of uranium that are not radioactive. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what we're doing here. You get 9 of these together, you're getting 2 rads a second. You put them in a block, and now all of a sudden they're not radioactive. That's silly. That might have been what I was thinking, but essentially what we want to do is get a couple of blocks. Now, see, yeah, here's the this is probably what I was thinking of. Uranium ingots from immersive engineering obviously doesn't have any radiation, and that's probably what I was thinking of. But, nope, there was 7 there. Oh, and we're not going to be able to combine it. That is going to be annoying. Oh, that's going to stink. All right, we're going to put that in the bottom because I can't hold that right now. It should still work. In theory, it should still work if we use this uranium block versus the other. It may not. I mean, we're going to give it our best go. We may only have 2 that work. Best case, we have 7 uranium blocks that work. Either way, we may need another power source. If we have to pursue another power source, it may get a little expensive. We'll see. Well, now I'm just kind of lost, actually. I thought there was another part I need, but there may not be. Essentially, I'm trying to use the heat, the production of heat to create electricity. I think all I have to do is just build a little hole and then put the uranium down in water and just kind of diagonal everything. And I think that is what I did last time, and it worked. Yeah, so that's definitely not going to work. Ah, crap. Yep, we can't use the HBM one. I am wrong. Ignore me. That is not going to work even a little bit. All right, so let me go ahead and grab all the uranium out of here, and we will go ahead and put it in our backpack and forget about it. Let's also load this back up, just in case we ever need it. I don't want it to just be here, sitting here doing nothing. Alrighty, so my plan is not really working all that well, but what we can do is just work around it a little bit. Let's just go ahead and fill it in like that. I think you can put ice down. I think with the Seasons mod, the ice will melt, so we're going to just do water, save some time. But in theory, the water in the uranium should create kind of like a mini nuclear power plant thing going on here. But instead of the HBM mod, it's for the Immersive Engineering mod. And now I think all I have to do is put a couple of LV wire connectors on the uranium, and I think that'll automatically generate the power. I could be lying out of my ass here. I do not know. I'm trying to remember how I did it. I think that's all I did. Alrighty, one thing is for sure, we're going to have to go mining and get some copper here at some point, because we are definitely getting low on it. Running through it pretty quick, too. Copper's such a great material in modded Minecraft. I know they added it to actual Minecraft now. It doesn't really serve a purpose in normal Minecraft, vanilla Minecraft, but yeah, here in modded, man, it is sweet. I love it. But alright, what we should do, and we're just going to test it out, should be a little something like that. Get some wire connectors. And I think we do the exact same thing. Whoops, let me do it right here. Yep, we do the exact same thing and get some wire relays. And if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to put these two right there. And then I'm going to build like a little pole up like this. Just that way. How the fuck is that even possible? I don't know how I just did that. I genuinely don't know how I just did that. But we're going to build this straight up like this. Just kind of like a little electrical pole. You know what? That's even too high. I'm going to knock it one down. Man, these are kind of hard to get up on top of, to be honest with you. And then we are going to put one of these relays up here. Like that. And then it's like a little telephone pole looking thing. And now we just need to create the wire to connect those two up there, and then that all the way down. And it should be able to power these, if I'm remembering correctly. It's been a while, so I could be doing this completely wrong, and I'm making a fool out of myself. I'm still not fully sure. Alrighty, this is our next step. We need copper wires and sticks. Once again, using the copper. And then I think I'm going to insulate it as well. I want the insulated version. Oh, that's going to be a little costly. All right, let's just focus on the actual low voltage thing first. Let's get some copper wires. And yep, we are going to need all that copper we just smelted. Oh, it's because I'm a fool. I forgot they have to be plates in order to make it happen. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now it's all making sense. Now we're cooking with grease. There we go. We got 12 of those wires. I'm back on track here. And then we just need some sticks. Oh, we're only going to be able to get 3 out of this. That's kind of weak. All right, we're only going to be able to get 3 recipes out of that. That's still 12 wires, so that's not the end of the world. Let me check on this. How is this doing? Yeah, see, over time, it does pretty good. We'll fill this up, and we'll craft a few more treated planks just to kind of empty that back down. Well, the strangest thing ever just happened. My bucket's gone. I don't know where my bucket went. I was trying to do it. Luckily, I have iron. But, yeah, my bucket just straight up disappeared. I don't know where it went, man. Oh, it's still in there. Okay, I was clicking the wrong table. That's why. Okay, I'm making a fool out of myself. Well, now I have an extra bucket. So that's kind of cool. There we go. We got a bunch of treated wood, and now we got a couple of extra buckets too now. So that is just wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and put these poles back over here as well. All right, so for the insulated version, which I think I would like at least 4 of, we're going to need tough fabric, and it's a stick completely encased by industrial hemp. Getting back to how important the hemp is, we've been letting it grow over here for a while now. Oh yeah, and there is plenty of it ready to harvest. So yeah, we are going to be good to go. That is wonderful. Oh, you can't actually right click it. It's more, yeah, that's right. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. So I don't know if this is one where you're... Okay, so it operates like sugarcane. Gotcha. That would make sense. So yeah, you just mine the top. I don't know what I was thinking. I actually don't know what I was thinking. Kind of having a brain fart there. It's been a while since I've tinkered with immersive engineering, so trying to remember what I wanted to do. Not the easiest thing in the world. But there we go. We got about a stack and a half. I'm going to do another walkthrough, yeah, because I'm sure I missed some. But about a stack and a half of industrial hemp. That is going to be enough for us for right now. Perfect. There we go. Let's just make as much tough fabric as we can. Oh. Oh, okay. You know, we're good. I thought we didn't have enough, but we had exactly enough. Wow. Look at me go, man. Not bad at all. Now, I just really hope that I don't screw this up. I really, really, really hope I don't screw this up here. Because if I screw it up, it'll burn out the fabric. I think we're okay. And then I could do that. Here, let me do it correctly here. We can connect that to this. Oh, no, we can't. No, we can't because we need the low voltage wire connectors. Duh. Come on, Spencer. What are we doing? You're better than this. You are better than this. All right, so then we have those two connected. Let's see if it's getting power. I don't think it's getting power. No, it is not getting power. You can actually hover over it and there's no power. So I am missing a step. Okay, guys, look, I understand my mistake now, and it did cross my mind at one point that I was missing a very important piece of equipment. So those of you who are screaming the entire time, you idiot, you can't connect relays to just uranium and expect power. I know, you're right. I'm sorry. All right. I'm stupid. All right, fine. Yeah, we are missing a pretty important piece of this whole process here, and we're gonna need more coil. And we're gonna need a lot more coil. Okay. Let's get to work. So unfortunately, there is a item that I actually don't know how to acquire. So, and I couldn't figure it out here. So I'm gonna have to craft the engineer's book, which is something I probably should have done anyway. We just have to go get a book and a lever. All right, we got the manual. Let's see what's going on here. All right, so we need nickel grit and copper powder. Or grit, I guess, is essentially what we need. And there it is. So how... Oh, it is just straight up taking ore and beating it down with the hammer. Oh, I still have some. I was going to say, I may be out of it, to be honest. Good thing I'm not. Let's just craft 8. Let's get a full 8 here. There we go. We got nickel grit. That is good. And then I needed copper grit. Uh-oh. I definitely just threw the last of my copper in the furnace, so we're out of copper. Now, the good news is I think I have a stack hidden in a backpack up here. Let's double check here. Oh, yeah, we got plenty of copper. Are you kidding me? Oh, I didn't realize I had this much ore. Nice, dude. We've been doing some mining. There you go. That's how it's done. I could not remember how to make that to save my life. I could not figure that out. Glad we made that engineer's book. That came in clutch. Is this still cooking? It sure is. Good. Awesome. We could probably take some of this coal out. I don't think we're going to need all that much, at least right now. Alrighty, now we have that. Just moving right along. We need 4 plates. How do we get... Oh, we got to smelt it, huh? Okay. Oh, okay. Ah, we got it. We are on track. Let's just smelt half of them. I don't want to smelt all of them, just in case I need the actual powder for something. Knowing this mod pack, I probably will at some point. That doesn't take much time at all. Nice and easy. I like that. All right. How many am I going to need? Just 5. All right. And we are only going to do 5. There we go. That is done. Put these 5 up there like that. And then we need 3 steel ingots, which we can go ahead and just steal from our HBM little facility storage thing here. There we go. And we got the 3 steel ingots, and then that is done. I'm going to need 2 of these, aren't I? I sure am. All right, well, let's start with 1. Let's start with 1 for now. All right, so it's 2 and 2. Alrighty, there you go. So essentially what you want to do is have one uranium for one water that touches it. So I just do a cross. So one uranium, one water, one uranium, one water. And then, because I'm a clown and I did it wrong, you're supposed to move these. You put one on the actual generator because that makes sense. That's it's a generator. How uranium's not going to generate power on its own. You need a generator to do it. And then it should be working. As of right now, it is not. So I wonder, do I have to replace these maybe? Just going out on a whim here, do I have to use the actual coil? No. Oh, I don't know why that changed. I'm going to try that one more time. That's really strange. So if I put one of these down, I can't use the insulated wire? Oh, yes, I can. I sure can. Okay. Oh, man, maybe it was just a delayed thing or a lag thing. I don't know. Did I hook these on backwards? Because these aren't getting power either. Yep. Yeah, that's my own fault. That is my own fault there. I wonder if the direction you hook it up matters. I wonder if I accidentally hooked it on backwards. If that is what I did wrong. Let's go ahead and hop up here and just give it a shot. We're going to start with just one. Let's start with just one. See how much it's generating here. And then, yep, so we want to go from there down to here. So here's the weird thing, right? I'm obviously getting electrocuted when I jump up into it, but it's not giving this power. So what is the dealio? Oh! Well, that'd do it. It's full. It's fully powered. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Okay, we are getting it. We are absolutely getting it. Alrighty. Can I do anything with water? Am I able to? No, okay, I am not. So I think the next step now is we need to create a pump and pump water into this thing. Let me go get fencing. Oh, no, I don't have to. This one's insulated. Okay, yep, we're just disregard. Yeah, I thought this side was not insulated. We got it to work. We will see how one does, and we'll see how much power we are truly generating and how much this uses. Because that's pretty much all I can afford right now. I have to use the immersive engineering uranium. I could make another one of these, and we could probably stick it on the other side of the uranium. And then that way we're getting double based off the same uranium. Actually, let's just plan to do that anyway. I think that's a smart idea. But first things first, we do need that pump. And here it is, the fluid pump. We do need an iron mechanical component and then fluid pipe. Yeah, and we're going to need a lot of iron plates. So, yep, we'll get right into that. Let's just do two because we're going to actually need the fluid pipes too to pump the actual water. And so now we need the actual pump. And that's going to be 3 on the bottom, 3 iron plates, and 1 iron mechanical component, which we remember we have. There we go. Spencer's using his brain for once. Almost out of iron plates there, but there we go. We got the fluid pump. I don't know how this actually works. Do I need... Let's do this. Let's do something like that. Can I do that? And then just make sure it's solid, like, water down there or something like that. I think that's what we need to do. Oh, I accidentally placed that in the perfect place, too. And then I have pictures for this exact reason. I took pictures. Oh, no, I'm actually just a complete tool. I think I'm a complete tool. I don't know. Let's see. So we place that there, right? I think that's what we do. And then, do we attach it here? Ah, ha, ha, ha! Look at us go. Am I going to have to move this one more over? Am I going to have to move this one more over? I might have to move this one more over. No. No, it looks connected. Now, we just need to power the damn thing. Which should not be too difficult. All we need to do is another wire connector like this. Perfect. And then let's do an insulated wire, just because I imagine my dumbass is going to be walking through this plenty of times. Oh, and it's pumping. Oh, no, it's not. It's getting electricity. Okay, so electricity is working, but it's not pumping.
It has no
Oh
power.
my fucking God. You gotta be kidding me. It's that? That is what's been killing me this whole time? I'm pissed, dude. You look at this. This is what the step I missed. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Immersive engineering. Yes. Yes. That's right. There we go. Holy shit. Yes, you need the hole on the side of the pump. How does the water leave the pump if there's no hole? Oh man, that's god awful. I can't believe I fucking didn't think of that. Oh my God, that's embarrassing, dude. That's rough. That's killer. Look at all the bullshit I've done trying to get this thing to work. And it was that. That's what was holding me back. It's still not even working. Do I have to finish the tutorial? There's only 20 seconds left. I don't know how much more I could be missing. Oh
Or
my
output.
God. Okay, yeah. Maybe I should listen to the full fucking tutorial before I start talking shit, huh? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Does it say? I don't know what it's fucking input, output. Is that right? Did I finally do it right? Did I do it? Oh my God, I did it! Wow, look at me go! Wow, I should have watched the tutorial a bit. Oh my God, yeah, I'm like mad now, but it's all my own fault. we we got it. All right, we got it. So now we can put that in. This is gonna grow all the time. Holy fuck, I can't believe it took that long. That was an adventure there. So, yes, these are auto growers. What they do is they slowly grow it. Seasons no longer matter. It doesn't matter if it's winter, these grow in the winter, and it'll permanently just slowly grow these crops. You can automate it a whole lot more, and we will be doing that at some point. But before we can even think about doing that, we need more uranium, more power sources, essentially. And yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to do that today. We are going to create one more of these generators because we can slap it here on the other side and then get uh, more power, which I think would be great. But already, and I do have enough. I think I have enough to go ahead and do this. But holy cow, I'm going to have to start watching tutorials before I come on and do these because like a silly step like that where I have to click my engineer hammer, not once, but twice to get it to be an output. Never would have thought. I would never have figured that out without a tutorial. I even looked. I read the wiki. The wiki didn't say that. So I don't know. Unless I just missed it. Unless I just missed it. But my goodness, man. Alrighty, we need a couple more plates. I'm gonna have to imagine here. Yep, we're gonna need 2 more plates. So let's smelt 2 more. There we go. Now we need to turn these into plates. We have enough. Go ahead and loop it around the bottom like that. And then we need 3 steel, which I should have. Did I put it in the chest? Oh, no. It's right there. Okay, I didn't see that at first. Cool. There we go. And we have a second one. Easy peasy. So now we can get twice the power. I even kept one of these low voltage connectors right there. And then we're going to take another insulated cable, put it up there. Now we should be getting twice the power. I'm going to sleep, but we're going to craft a few more of these connectors. And I think we can power more than one. I think we could get a couple of those powered because this one side was keeping up with both the water pump and this. One of these can do the pump and this. I should be able to get 2 or 3 more, I would imagine. It'd be wonderful if I could get all 5 of those going and just start stockpiling some sort of crop. That would be really, really cool. Let's see, what do I need for a low voltage connector again? I just need 3 copper and then 4 terracotta. Oh, I'm not going to have the copper, am I? Never mind, I have the copper. Everything is A-okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll do that. I was going to say, let's craft more. I can't be bothered. 4 is the perfect amount here. Ow! Ow! I forgot about that. I'm hurting myself. They're not insulated up there, so that absolutely does hurt. There we go. And we can do that. We can do that. Let's double check it first. Let's get a seed. Who cares? Whatever seed drops. Whatever seed drops, you're going in the thing. You're going in the thing. Come on, give me a seed, dude. I get seeds every time I clear out these grass blocks. There we go. There we go. Can I get another 1 or 2? The second I want a seed, it doesn't want to give me anything. So that's how it goes, I guess. But all right, yeah, here we go. We could throw you in there. You're officially going. Let's throw you in there. You should officially be going. And how are we doing with power? 16, 16. That, I mean, so far so good. Do I have another seed in my backpack? Maybe I have one in there. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, I have plenty of seeds in here. All right, yeah. Let's go ahead and we'll just do wheat all the way across the board here. Keep it nice and simple, except for that one in the middle. That one's hemp. But now, let's see if we can do all 5. Here's 4, and here is 5. Is that going to work? Are these starting to get drained? No. I wonder if it's 0 because it's like that's the storage. Like if it's at 0, it's still producing. It's just not like actively sitting in it. Because everything's working. Nothing's going down. It's all fully powered. Yeah, all of it is fully powered. But like over here, it says I'm not getting power. Now that one says it's getting power. But this one's not. I don't know. It seems like it's working. Well, all 6 of these items, all 5 of those, and then the water pump are fully powered and they're not getting drained. So I have to imagine these 2 things right here are enough. So that is awesome. Now, I think if we were to make even more of these and just like make a whole sophisticated farm, we could expand that a little bit. It's really good to know that just this right here powers quite a bit. Like the nuclear tech mod, if you know it was this simple, it wouldn't power a dick. So immersive engineering is a little bit more generous when it comes to power. I like that. This is probably the easiest one. If you do a little bit of mining, if you can get uranium, 2 blocks of uranium, and it powers 5 auto farms. I mean, this is wonderful. Look at that. 10 wheat, 10 wheat. I mean, this one was going even, yeah, 46 wheat, 16 wheat. And then I'm even getting some hemp here, which is awesome. It is going to just mass produce. So we'll let those go for a little bit. I am almost thinking I want to automate it a little bit more. Now, being conveyor belts, I don't remember how conveyor belts necessarily work. I know there's a way you can get the items out of the farms onto conveyor belts, but I mean, how about we just start off by crafting some conveyor belts? They're not too expensive. We have plenty of leather, iron, and redstone's not terribly expensive either. And we just tinker around with them a little bit, because if I could get like a chest or 2 over there and then it just mass produces and I forget about it, that would be wonderful. There we go. We crafted a full stack of conveyor belts. I'm going to take the rest of my iron in there as well. We're going to have to start smelting some more iron. We're getting low. We've used quite a bit. Cool. Let's see if it just automatically pulls it out of the machinery. It is not. Okay. So what I am thinking is I am missing a piece of equipment. Shocker. Extracting conveyor belt. There we go. See, that is it. That's got to be it, right? An extracting conveyor belt. It's going to take an iron mechanical component, treated wood, a conveyor belt, and then strip curtain. That's going to be the hardest thing out of all that, but let's just put everything else down here real quick. So we're going to need 5, which I think is exactly what we have left for the iron components too, isn't it? It sure is. Exactly 5 of those left. 5 treated wood. Wherever I put those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, well, it's obviously we're going to need more tough fabric. We are going to need more tough fabric. Luckily, this one in the middle is producing hemp for us. We already have that farm down there, but hell, might as well use what we're growing up here, huh? It's a little bit closer. Look at that, man. We're putting it to use. Steel rod. Oh, that's not bad at all. I'm not going to have enough steel for it, though, I don't think. Or will I? I think I will, because you only need 3, and then it's 6, right? Look at me go. Look at me go. I'm going to need more than that, though, aren't I? Yeah, I'm going to need at least 1 more. So, no, I am going to need a little bit more steel, but not bad. We are moving. There's that, and we're going to have not enough because I'm a tool. I'm not doing the right recipe. There we go. That is what we want to do, and now we are going to have exactly enough. There we go, and we only need 5, so we actually made a bonus one. There we go. I had that backwards. Alrighty, and it should be something like that, I would have to imagine. Although now this pole is going to be in the way. That is kind of annoying. Oh, it's obvious I didn't do something right. Oh! Oh, I see. I see. Gotcha. Okay. It's supposed to go up top here. That makes more sense, right? Yep. Oh, God, it's just spitting it out at me. Yuck. That's icky. I'm going to get electrocuted if I walk. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's way easier. Look at that. Oh, that's like super duper simple. I was making it way more complicated than it had to be. Shocker, right? Spencer K fucks it up. No, that's not difficult at all. That is actually really nice. We got to run through. We're gonna have to sleep again. But look at all these crops we got in just that short amount of time. That is awesome. Just a couple of minutes and we're getting all this. Now imagine once we start tackling the Pam's Harvest Craft stuff, we get, a beet. We want to mass produce beets. We just, get 5 beets, slap them down there, leave it for an hour, and we'll have enough beets to, plant the whole thing. What I was going to do is go grab a kiwi or two and throw the kiwis in here. The only problem is I put the pole in not the greatest location, unfortunately. I wish I didn't put it here now, but that is okay. It's going to have to stand. Let's get all this stuff going into a hopper. There we go. Yeah, this is way simpler than I thought it was. Yeah, I was making it way too difficult. But now, it's not even a hopper. You need the dropping conveyor belt, and it's just a trap door. That is super duper simple. That is not bad at all. I really like this immersive engineering mod. We may go down the rabbit hole of this mod just because of all of its potential. I mean, there's so much you can do with this mod. I feel like it's definitely worth our time. How's all that Coke and stuff doing? Yeah, there we go. We got 37 Coke. We got 7.5 buckets worth of that creosote oil. So, it's a waiting game, but man, once you're patient enough and you get all the materials you need, holy cow. Look at them all just drop on the floor. That's funny. Just growing all these crops just to throw them on the ground. It is pretty funny. We're going to go ahead and get some wood and craft a couple of chests. And we should be good to go. I don't know if I mentioned this in a previous episode, but this stuff, if you drop it, like you just drop it like the sapling right here, just bam, like that. If it hits the ground, it explodes. And it's a pretty big explosion too. It has killed me in a different world before. So I made sure I did not want that in my house. I figured, hey, if I accidentally drop that in my house, it's going to fucking blow up everything. Did not want that. So, crap. Didn't want that either. So, yeah, that's why it is out here all alone, and it looks weird. There's a little iron crate. I try to make it stand out enough so that if I, ever need it or I'm looking for it, I can find it. It's not hidden underground or something silly. But that explains why that is there, just in case anyone is like, what the hell is there a random crate for? Well, I never really thought about that, but I guess the conveyor belt is preventing this from opening, which is okay. I do have a hopper in here. I'll do that, and I'll just get another double chest. And we'll just move all the stuff down underneath it, and I guess that'll have to work for now. Whoops, those are wires. That won't work very well. Cool, there we go. We got another chest underneath it. We can't access that chest, but everything in this chest should, in theory, go down to that one in which we can collect it. I'm going to go ahead and grab everything from this chest as well, might as well, and put it in here. Just keep it all together. And I'll come over here and I'll start, like, mass collecting it all at once here in a bit. I mean, that chest is already almost half full. That is crazy how much it is producing. That is awesome. But cool. We have fully automated our first farm. That was the big objective of the day. Getting all the stuff from the Pam's Harvest Craft saplings or the trees, getting that going. And then look, while we were messing with immersive engineering this whole time, all of those fruits are pretty much ready to be harvested. So we'll go ahead and do that. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. Immersive Engineering Part 1 complete. Awesome. A lot of success, a lot of mistakes. I made a fool out of myself plenty of times. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not sure what we're going to do next episode. I'll have to think on it. But maybe we go a little bit further with this mod. Maybe we do something else. Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, I'm going to go and harvest all that stuff over there. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Let me know what you thought. If, make fun of me if I made a fool out of myself. Let me have it. So with that, man, thank you all for watching again, and I'll catch you all in the next one.